Hi, this is Kay with A Hand to Hold. I am a holistic hand reader and I want to teach you how to read hands. That's what this channel is about. Today is our first lesson. We're going to talk about where to start for hand reading. First of all, you're going to want to get familiar with your own hands, which means you're going to want to take a look at them and find your lifeline, your heart line, your headline. It would be best to choose your dominant hand to study it first. Your dominant hand is going to represent the parts of you that you show the world. It has your accomplishments, it has your outside personality, and a lot of times the lines are stronger in that hand. There's also a lot of information that you can get from the non-dominant hand, but we'll get to that later, okay? So first of all, we're going to start with the lines of the hand. I think this is a good place to start. Now, most people are familiar with at least their lifeline. Your lifeline is that line that starts between your index finger and your thumb, and it curls around and to the base of your thumb. For a lot of people it does. It doesn't have to. If yours does not, it can mean that you don't get homesick easy. You don't have to return home right away. You don't need a home base. You're happy to be a wanderer. Those are some of the meanings it can have if you have a lifeline that doesn't curl. Your lifeline is just a representation of your journey through life. If it ends short, it doesn't mean that you are going to die early. It could more likely mean that you want to get on with life. You don't like to waste time. That can be a meaning of that. You want your lines to be deep and strong like rivers, because all of the major lines of your hands are rivers of energy. You want those rivers to be deep and strong, to not have breaks or bubbles or islands. Sometimes they do, and they just represent your journey through life. I have some illustrations and handprints that I want to show you to help you find the lines of the hands. Okay, here we go. Turning the camera around. All right. This is a print of a hand, and you can see that the lifeline is deep and strong and good. Little conflict at the beginning. I'll explain all that later. Now, on this one, the lifeline goes to the base of the hand. Here is an illustration of the lines of the hands. The lines that I want you to pay attention to today are the lifeline, headline, heart line. Ignore the others right now. That's too much information. So lifeline is about your journey through life. Your headline is how you think, how you reason, if you're analytical or creative in your thinking, or maybe you're a little bit of both. And I'll explain that when we get to the headline. Above the headline is the heart line. The heart line's all about how you love, how you give and receive love of all types. It can tell whether you're selfish, generous, giving. It can also tell if your heart's been broken, and it can show more than once. To a certain extent, it can tell you about your health as well. We'll get to that too as we go along. This is my grandson's handprint from a few years back. He's now a 16-year-old. He has given me permission to share this. What I want to point out is that he has deep, major lines. His lifeline curves nicely. This shows that Cody goes with the flow of life. I have noticed, and I will get a new handprint, that his current headline is much more analytical than it was here. Here he looks and he is creative, but he's more of an analytical thinker. Above that is the heart line. So these are the major lines of the hands. Today, I want you to focus on your own hand, find your lifeline, see what it looks like and what story it tells, okay? I have a lot of lines on my hands. I have what's considered a fire hand, simply because of the lines, not because I have a fiery personality or anything. Anyway, this is your first lesson, and I'll be happy to answer questions. Just leave me a note and I'll get back to you. Thank you. Bye.